Today is July 25th, 2020, and this is your daily Half-Life 3 update. There is no news about Half-Life 3. I, I looked online a little bit more about Halo Wars 2, which I've not played. I've not played Halo Wars, and I've not played Halo Wars 2. But it actually does seem like a lot happens in this game that could potentially set up stuff for Halo Infinite, so I might actually have to check out this game. It appears like they go back to the Ark, or Installation Zero, from Halo 3, and it has to do with the newly constructed Installation 9, which I guess was supposed to be sent to the location of Installation 4, which was the original Halo ring from the very first game, which is near Reach, because on they were like stranded on the Ark, and they wanted to get back to Earth as soon as possible because Cortana and the other AI were doing their shit. And apparently they're called the Created. And in Halo Wars, you fight against the Banished, which is led by the Brutes, and you see them again in Halo Infinite. I mentioned that they have their leader. But they send Installation 09 to that location, but Cortana and a Guardian, intercept that mid slip space. I think that's what it's called. So who knows where it is now? Installation 9 could be the location that Halo Infinite takes place on. It could potentially be Installation 7, which I think a lot happens on Installation 7, if I'm not mistaken. Like a lot of stuff dealing with the older, with the Forerunners and their stuff they had going on, which the whole Forerunner stuff just kind of goes past me. I really don't understand a whole lot of that stuff. I care more about like the Covenant and the Flood, although I know the Flood is very connected to the Forerunners. But if Halo Infinite does take place on Installation 9, which I suppose is possible, then that would mean that there would be no Flood on Installation 9, since that was created post-Flood. Unless... Could there be any Flood? Well, no, there couldn't be any Flood left on the Ark, because Installation 4B was detonated, killing all the Flood on the Ark. So yeah, there would be no Flood on Installation 9, because all the Flood at this point that were on the Ark that could have gone to the new Installation 9. So if it is Installation 9, that would mean there would be no Flood in Halo Infinite, which I'm going to assume takes place entirely on that ring, since it's meant to be an open world, more RPG-like game. It would be cool if you could have the entire... Honestly, an open world Halo game where you could go throughout the entire ring would be really, really cool. I know, of course, it has that destroyed section. I think it's interesting how that could play off, since it's still functional even with the destroyed section. And you'd be wondering what was destroyed with the destroyed section. Is that ring still operational enough to detonate? If it is, that would be very bad. I think in Halo Wars 2 they disabled the ability for Installation 9 to detonate. So I don't think if that is Installation 9. So if it is Installation 9, I guess we know a couple things about it based on what happens in Halo Wars 2, which maybe at some point I'll have to check out. I do plan on playing all the Halo games again. I still gotta find my Master Chief Collection disc. I don't know where that was. I know it was in another thing. It was in the wrong case, and I saw it in the wrong case. So I should remember this for later, but of course I forgot. So I gotta go look and open up some things. I do plan on playing through all the Halo games. So maybe after I play 5, I might check out Halo Wars 2. But the Halo Wars games, that type of game never really interests me all much. That, like, over the head, controlling your armies type thing. It never really interested me. It is a while until, I want to say probably November, December, when Halo Infinite will be released. So I'll have time. We'll see what happens. But, yeah. And that has been your daily Half-Life 3 update for July 25th, 2020.